With your first News at 6 Sports, here's Lee Timmerman.
There are some games in 3 of the 4 high school football divisions tonight. The big schools, well, they'll wait a week to get going. We begin our coverage at a place that has developed a reputation of putting good teams on the field. JT Faribault is in Beulah, where the Miners start the season at home. JT, take it away.
LT, that's right. I'm at Riverside Park where Beulah is hosting Belcourt tonight in a single A matchup. Earlier this afternoon, I was able to chat with Beulah head coach Jim Dooley about getting this season started. He says the team's quite excited, mostly because they're tired of hitting each other and trash cans in practice. One thing that Coach Dooley said was that this team is lucky because their first 2 games of the season are not against Region 4 foes. Obviously, they aren't quite scrimmages, but the team is able to work out some of those kinks before they really start to matter. Another thing he mentioned was coming into this season, he wasn't quite sold on how many leaders he'd have in the side. Dooley said he's quite impressed with who has stepped up so far. A big reason for that is because the foundation has been built here at Beulah for over the years. He's built a program that has been quite successful, making it into the Dakota Bowl twice in the past 5 years. The players know the standards that are expected of them. Coach Dooley runs a pretty exciting offense. You never really know what's going to happen whenever his team has the ball, but they're quite excited nonetheless. The sun has started to peek through the clouds here. It is really hot and it is quite humid, but nonetheless, the players will be taking the field here in just a moment and they're ready to go. Back to you in the studio, LT.
Thank you very much, JT. Our first Friday Football Fever will be next week when the entire WDA hits the field. Now, in addition to the games JT is at tonight, we are expecting to have highlights from Killdeer and Central McLean. They're both on the road. Center Stanton, who is at home tonight. And tomorrow, Jeff, JT, and Zach will have special coverage of that big Region 4 Rumble going on in Mandan. Well, the first of 2 today for the Mystics. This morning it was against Lake Region, and BSC had a slow start going in this one, playing from behind, but a big swing right there from Keaton Piercy goes down the line and off a defender. It wasn't until midway through the set that BSC was able to get within a point. Lake Region on the attack, but Paige McAllister comes up with the block. And then Legacy grad Brenna Sand playing on the left side here will put this one away as BSC goes on to win by the final of 3-0 over Lake Region State. The WDA tennis coaches say Minot is the team to beat in the West this fall. The Magicians received 5 of the 7 first-place votes. Legacy is a solid second, followed by the Braves, Demons, and Patriots. They are in the top 5. WDA golfers went to Williston today at Eagle Ridge. This is Dickinson's Kendall Peterson on number 4. It is a 302-yard par 4. Peterson is able to get it close, and she would make the second putt after taking her time, which you always should do on those putts. She makes it, but the overall winner, as we look at the scoreboard, was Mandan with a 323, 17 strokes better than St. Mary's, with Legacy and Century in the top 5, and a Huddle with the 77. And the last team to play a game at the Little League World Series is Fargo. They're in the early stages of that game against Texas right now. In fact, it's 0-0. Fargo, the North Dakota team, is the home team, so it's the bottom of the first inning. They had a runner on second base. Texas did, but the Fargo team was able to get out of it. A lot of people watching this game really excited to see what will happen for North Dakota's first time ever playing in the Little League World Series.
I'm excited to see how it turns out, too.
Yep.
All right, thanks. We'll be right back.